think that really just elevated the game and made it that much more special.
We definitely feel the love.
If the goal here is to make me cry, I was really close.
I was telling everyone to have their tissues ready, but I should have got some here for you because you were about to tear up.
The kids' reactions, they get me.
I know, it's always that.
Yeah. Some of the airmen said they are looking forward to resting and relaxing, and well-deserved too.
Yes. And now coming up on Good Morning Northwest, firefighters are always busy on the 4th of July, and yesterday was no different. Several different fires popped up all over the region. We have the latest.
Plus, what the commander of the Kennewick Police Department is saying about fireworks in the city now that the holiday is over.
And a West Richland man is under arrest on suspicion of kidnapping a student from the Kennewick School District. Details coming up.
We're tracking smoke from the Thorpe Road fire, which does have level 3 evacuations in place. I'll tell you where they're in place coming up right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jill Sperling. It is Friday, July 5th.
Now, Jill, 4th of July was yesterday. Yes. There were a lot of fireworks shows going on, but also a lot of fires. And we have a lot of them to cover this morning. So we're going to get into it. But first, we got to check on the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Josh, with all those fires that we had across the region yesterday, what are you tracking this morning?
Well, I'm tracking some hotter temperatures into today and into next week, and that is only going to exacerbate this situation I'm afraid of. Now, I said yesterday morning I was hoping that we could just keep this as this slide ranch fire on this graphic, and unfortunately we do have another, I would assume, large fire, or at the very least impactful fire to talk about. That would be the Thorpe Road fire. Now, official acreage and containment is still unknown, but we were keeping an ear out to the scanner last night. We heard unofficially this started as a 10-acre fire, but given that it's now prompting level 3 evacuations, it's probably much bigger than a 10-acre fire. So we do have, of course, the origin of this was at the 300 block of Alps Road in Moxie, but it's being dubbed the Thorpe Road fire. And again, there's the view of it. This view coming courtesy of Tandem Ridge. So this is pointed off towards the south. You can see some of the smoke billowing up and rising up over the ridge right there. Now, I do want to keep you updated on the other fire in Yakima County. We'll get to that in a second. But first, these level 3 go now evacuations in place for the Thorpe Road fire. It would be for Thorpe Road and Birchfield Road, straight across Rattlesnake Ridge to Yakima Valley Highway and I-182 to Thorpe Road, and Thorpe Road to Birchfield Road. So hopefully last night when law enforcement asked you to leave, you did so, as there's still that level 3 go now evacuation in place. Very quickly now, the Slide Ranch fire, just a little bit above 3,100 acres. It's still only 90% contained, but that could potentially grow. In fact, the Thorpe Road fire could grow. We could have more fires, as today is a first alert high impact fire day for the entire viewing area. We'll have that again for Saturday and Sunday, as these temperatures are only going to get hotter. For today, we'll be right around 100 degrees for the Tri-Cities. This will place us at about 10 degrees above average for this time of the year, and the temperatures only get hotter into next week, which is why we have an expansive and an extensive excessive heat warning and heat advisory that lasts from 12 p.m. today to 10 p.m. next Thursday. I'll tell you just how hot we get, and I'll tell you what that ends up doing to our fire fuels. All that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh, and we'll be keeping an eye on that heat, and we'll have more information about how to stay safe coming up later this morning. But first, as Josh was mentioning, there were several fires popping up across our communities overnight.
And firefighters are always busy on the 4th of July, and yesterday was no different. So we start in the Moxie area, where the large fire has prompted a level 3 go now evacuation notice. A vegetation fire is threatening homes in the area of the Alps Trailer Park and Thorpe Road. Yakima Valley Emergency Management says the danger is high and people should leave their homes immediately.
Now, the American Red Cross has opened an evacuation center in cooperation with Yakima Valley Emergency Management and the Union Gap School District. Now, the center is located at the Union Gap School at 3201 South 4th Street in Union Gap, and you can see there that is the evacuation zone.
Several fire crews responded to a house fire in Kennewick. Crews with the Kennewick Fire Department, Kennewick Police Department, and other agencies were called to the house on West 4th Avenue just after 10 p.m. A garage area outside the home and vegetation also outside were on fire, and crews went to work putting out the blaze. It's unknown at this time how the fire started, but as crews were fighting the fire, the area was surrounded with people setting off fireworks. KPD shut down 4th Avenue for about an hour to allow crews to work. The fire remains under investigation.
And in Franklin County, a home has been destroyed after a large fire happened overnight. The call for help came in just before 1 a.m. Fire agencies from Franklin County and Walla Walla County responded to the 4100 block of Melody Lane. Smoke and flames could be seen coming from the home. Fire crews remained on the scene for nearly 3 hours, putting out the fire and hot spots. The cause of the fire has not been confirmed, but we'll continue to update you once we get more information.
In Benton County now, this fire was reported around 9:20 p.m., burning in a remote area off of Meals Road and Ayers Road. According to Benton County Fire District 1, crews were challenged by steep, rugged terrain. The fire was also threatening a home. Crews managed to contain the fire to 3 acres.
And a fire also broke out on Flat Top Hill in West Richland last night. Fire crews were dispatched just before 10:30 to the area of Collins Road and Astoria Road. The smoke and flames visible from quite a distance. Crews quickly got this fire under control.
A crash involving 2 vehicles shut down an intersection in rural Benton County last night.
The call for help came in just after 6 o'clock. It appears a truck and an SUV crashed at the intersection of East Sellards Road and South Travis Road. The SUV ended upside down in a field near the intersection, and the truck was left partially in the ditch and the roadway.
Authorities at the scene say more information should be released sometime today. At this time, how many people were involved or injuries have not been confirmed, and authorities remained at the scene for several hours investigating the crash. We'll update you with more information as soon as it's made available.
Moving on to crime news now. A West Richland man is under arrest on suspicion of kidnapping a student from the Kennewick School District.
Kennewick investigators arrested 26-year-old Anohelico Calder after linking him to the disappearance of a 14-year-old Kennewick teen. Authorities say Calder used to work as a security guard for the school district, and the two knew one another. According to investigators, Calder told them the teen had asked for his help on getting to California. The teen was later found in Multnomah County and returned to their parents. The case is still under investigation.
Well, celebrations were had at the River of Fire Festival in Kennewick yesterday. Hundreds of people gathered at Columbia Park in the evening to watch the fireworks.
And at the River of Fire, our crew caught up with the Kennewick Police Department's commander, Isaac Merkel. He said now that the 4th of July is over, there's only one more night in Kennewick where fireworks are allowed.
Yeah, we hope everybody had a safe 4th of July. It's the 5th of July now, and we'd like everybody to know that fireworks end at 11 o'clock tonight. So nobody should be shooting fireworks off after that. Fireworks can create a lot of devastation, both at residential properties and through our wildland. So it's important that everybody uses only legal fireworks and they do it in a safe manner.
Now, if you're not in Kennewick, be sure to check out when the last day is to light fireworks. Commander Merkel also included, if you plan to keep the celebrations going on, do so safely.
It's important that everybody has a designated driver. Anytime you're celebrating, we want to make sure everybody makes it to their destination, has a great time, but makes it home as well. So we have extra staffing on the 4th of July. We do every year just to ensure that we're ready to meet any needs that occur. And other agencies have extra staffing as well.
If you're still celebrating this weekend, have fun and remember to stay safe in the heat.
And if you're celebrating by taking the boat out, we have a reminder for you. Law enforcement agencies are patrolling the waters for Operation Dry Water. And during this time, authorities prioritize boat safety and sober boating. The leading contributing factor in boater deaths is alcohol use. Boaters will see an increase in patrols throughout the weekend. It is illegal to operate a boat with a blood alcohol content of 0.08 or higher. So put your life jacket on, celebrate responsibly, and have a sober skipper.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, summer camps and sports are in full swing for kids, but health experts are telling parents to keep an eye on their kids.
Why they're saying to look out for signs of stress and burnout. Also, what those signs are. That's all coming up in your health headlines.
Indulge in Legends Casino's seafood buffet experience. Discover a feast of premium crab legs, succulent shrimp, and an array of delectable ocean-inspired dishes. Elevate your evenings with Legends Seafood Buffet every Thursday and Saturday starting at 4 p.m.
What's your favorite restaurant in Yakima, the Tri-Cities, Walla Walla, and elsewhere? Get ready to vote as Apple Valley News Now presents the Restaurant Showdown coming soon. The Restaurant Showdown from STCU, Les Schwab Tires, and Whitman Hill Winery.
It's the big 4th of July sale this week at Walker's.
With big discounts on all your favorite name brand furniture items. Or pay for it over time with no money down and no interest financing for up to 5 years.
This week at Walker's.
These are real people seeking solutions to real problems.
I have plantar fasciitis.
Pain with my feet, my knees.
Feet, knees, hips, and back.
And then they were fit with Good Feet arch supports.
I definitely feel the heel-to-toe walk.
I'm not feeling any pain, especially in my heel. That's where I always feel it.
I don't feel the knee pain.
I didn't notice any pain in my back.
I feel like I could walk all day in these.
Oh, you're a blessing in disguise.
Try them for yourself with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
At Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, we've got you covered. We offer a variety of buildings and sheds that come with a 5-year limited warranty, free delivery, and setup. Whether you're ready to custom create your space or just need extra storage, we're here to help every step of the way. All in-stock buildings can be delivered within 7 to 10 days and custom builds in 3 to 4 weeks. So what are you waiting for? Find your perfect building or shed today with Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds in West Richland.
It's still the best time to save as the 4th of July sale continues this Friday at More Furniture. Get incredible values for every room in your home, all on sale. The looks you love are in stock and ready for delivery, just in time for summer entertaining. Visit your local showroom or browse all 4th of July sale products online at morefurniture.com. Only at More Furniture, where everyone buys furniture for less.
Next extra, the summer of Swift, a global tour, a hot romance, and we flash back to Taylor before the breakup anthems.
It's sort of a personal goal for me to make my songs so personal.
Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Good Morning Northwest streams all day at applevalleynewsnow.com and our mobile apps.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your health headlines, it is summertime, and that means summer sports. There are many health benefits for young athletes, but as Christian Cordero reports, parents should watch for signs of stress and burnout.
More than 60 million kids participate in organized sports across the U.S., according to the American Academy of Pediatrics. The CDC recommends that children be physically active for at least an hour a day, and sports are a great way to make that happen. Parents believe that teamwork and friendship are important benefits of sports, which is another reason why kids should play sports. Yet 70% of kids quit playing by the age of 13, often due to overscheduling, excessive training, and pressure to perform. Parents and coaches can combat this by checking in often and gaining insight into how young athletes are processing their experiences. This presents opportunities to teach these athletes how to manage the many emotions they may feel when playing sports, from a big win to a tough loss. With this Medical Minute, I'm Christian Cordero.
A new study shows many tattoo inks contain bacteria. The FDA looked at sealed ink used for both tattoo and permanent makeup. Researchers found about 35% of it was contaminated. It made no difference if the label claimed the ink had been sterilized. Among the bacteria discovered were those that can cause acne and urinary tract infections. This was the first study to look at anaerobic bacteria in tattoo ink. It was published in the journal Applied and Environmental Microbiology. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, it is hot out there, and if you're looking for a way to beat the heat, we have several cooling centers to tell you about. But first, Chief Meteorologist Josh Culbreth has your first alert full forecast. We'll be right back.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, West Richland, Hermiston, Road 68 in Pasco, and the new location on West Court Street. July 10th is a 7-10 sale from 8 to 10 p.m. at all 6 locations. This year is off the charts. Get 50% off glass, free goodie bags for the first 300 people through the door, free tacos from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. only at our Kennewick location. Don't miss the huge savings on the one-day July 10th 7-10 sale at all 6 locations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
Our 4th of July mattress event is on at Sleep More inside More Furniture. Save on premium mattress brands like Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster. For a limited time, you'll get a free bedding bundle gift, including 2 Tempur-Pedic pillows, a sheet set, and a mattress protector, all with the latest cooling technology. And right now, you can also take advantage of our 72-month interest-free financing. Visit your local showroom or shop all July 4th specials online at morefurniture.com.
At Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, we've got you covered. We offer a variety of buildings and sheds that come with a 5-year limited warranty, free delivery, and setup. Whether you're ready to custom create your space or just need extra storage, we're here to help every step of the way. All in-stock buildings can be delivered within 7 to 10 days and custom builds in 3 to 4 weeks. So what are you waiting for? Find your perfect building or shed today with Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds in West Richland.
Take off for a bird's eye view of a fun riverside park.
We bring our bikes down here, we walk down here, and then when mommy's tired, we drive down here.
Fly the Northwest.
It's a huge asset. I really enjoy it.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Next live, Mary Lou Henner. Plus, we wrap up Festive 4th Week.
Liquid Smoke.
Liquid Smoke was my nickname in high school. No.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We continue to track the smoke billowing up from the Thorpe Road fire. Again, we'll continue to watch this all throughout this morning. Still those level 3 evacuations in place. In Yakima, it is 60 degrees, a mixture of 50s and 60s for those valleys. We are now in the 50s for the lower Columbia Basin and a mixture of 50s and 60s for the foothills of the Blue Mountains. A little bit later today, it is going to be the first day of this heat wave, as we'll end up being about 10 degrees above average for this time of the year, right around 100 for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. The same thing for the lower Columbia Basin, and mid-90s for the foothills of the Blues. We'll have winds gusting out of the north and west, upwards of maybe 30 miles per hour in the Kittitas Valley, and that could up the ante when it comes to the fire situation out there. And speaking of that, here's today's fire fuel energy in terms of historical percentiles. Up into the 81st percentile for Kittitas and Yakima counties, up into the 75th percentile for the lower Columbia Basin, and then up into the 78th percentile for the Blue Mountains. Very dry stuff. If you're thinking about reaching for the fireworks for today, I would highly recommend against that, especially given all the vegetation and structure fires we had for last night. Now for tonight, we'll have temperatures that'll be pretty mild, 60s for the Yakima and Kittitas valleys, also 60s for the lower Columbia Basin, and 60s as well for the foothills of the Blues. Some of those winds could spill down into the Yakima Valley from the Kittitas Valley, gusting between 20 to 25 miles per hour. Saturday is essentially going to be just about as hot as today, but then here we go. Much hotter conditions, especially by the time we get to Tuesday, right around 110 degrees in the Tri-Cities. Very dangerous heat. It's why the National Weather Service in Pendleton has elected to go with an excessive heat warning and then a heat advisory for much of our viewing area, if not most. This runs from 12 p.m. today to 10 p.m. next Thursday. So this is going to be a week-long ordeal. And it's not just the heat that's dangerous, but also the fire impacts that'll be dangerous. We have a first alert high-impact fire day for today, for tomorrow, and for Sunday. And then a first alert extreme impact fire day for Monday and Tuesday. As we start to get into some of the hottest weather of this ordeal, take a look at some of these values, okay? Tuesday's fire fuel energy in terms of historical percentiles up into the 99th percentile for Kittitas and Yakima counties, also up into the 99th percentile for the Blue Mountains. Very, very dangerous stuff. Please be on your P's and Q's when it comes to both heat and fire safety. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Cascades, reaching 90 degrees even in the mountains by Tuesday. And then for the Kittitas Valley, triple digits from Sunday through Wednesday. For the Yakima Valley, we're looking at 7 days straight of triple digits. It's going to be the same thing for the lower Columbia Basin. We'll be up around 110 degrees for Tuesday. Again, that looks like it's likely going to be the peak of this heat wave. And then for the foothills of the Blue Mountains, triple digits from Monday through Wednesday and lows in the low 70s for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That can be just as dangerous sometimes as those hot afternoon highs. And then for the Blue Mountains, we'll be near 90 for Tuesday. And again, that's going to set up some very dry fuels, very energized fire fuels as we head into next week.
Thank you, Josh. Due to the extreme heat, cities around the region are setting up temporary cooling centers. In Walla Walla County, there are several options for people to go to beat the heat. The official cooling center is First Congregational Church on Palouse Street in Walla Walla. It'll be open Sunday, July 7th through Tuesday, July 9th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now, heat is the #1 deadliest weather event, so make sure you utilize these cooling centers. Also, stay hydrated and avoid any strenuous activity. Also in the Lower Valley, Tri-Cities region, several temporary cooling centers are also available. In many of the city's Mid-Columbia library branches remain open during business hours. To find a location near you, you can head to our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. We've got the information on the cooling centers, the addresses, phone numbers, and hours of operation all on the website. Now, news around the world weather-wise, forecasters say Beryl will affect U.S. weather over the next few days and vice versa. They think it'll weaken as it hits the Yucatan Peninsula today. Sometime after that, Beryl could strike southern Texas or northern Mexico. Rip currents could make it dangerous for vacationers in states along the Gulf of Mexico. And the Gulf Coast could see stormy weather and flooding. In some other states, the impact actually goes the other way. Forecasters say a high-pressure system is behind the heat advisories for parts of the southeast and east coast today. If it sticks around, they say that could push Beryl away from the region. When we come back on Good Morning Northwest, spotting a mysterious neon green liquid is usually not a good sign, but several travelers at a busy airport saw this come out of a ceiling and leak all over the floor. We've got the details coming up.
It's a celebration of cab this summer in Walla Walla. Take part in special tastings of rare library wines, enjoy intimate winemaker dinners, and gain access to premium cabs during the wine panel presentation and tasting. Tickets are on sale now at wallawallawine.com.
If you would like to improve your sleep for less, then right now is the perfect time to visit Walker's Furniture for their 4th of July savings event, where you can get no money down and no interest financing for up to 5 years this week at Walker's.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. We're unique and we're here for all life's occasions all year long. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick is still open, and we're having a sale. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
Hot Tub, Hot Tub, Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2024 inventory. Today through Sunday. Hapo Center, Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2024 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Hapo Center, Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
There's nothing more exhilarating this time of year than traveling the open road in an RV. At Broadmoor RV, our family has been so dedicated to helping you discover America the Beautiful. We make it a point to carry the top brands in the industry at prices you can afford. That's why Broadmoor RV is the #1 travel trailer dealer in Washington State. Family owned and operated for almost 30 years. Broadmoor RV Superstore, your destination store in Pasco.
Next ET, Jessica Simpson Unfiltered.
I like the way I look on film.
Rare interviews with the singer, actress, reality star, and mogul. It's a special ET Vault Unlocked. Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
It's a celebration of cab this summer in Walla Walla. Take part in special tastings of rare library wines, enjoy intimate winemaker dinners, and gain access to premium cabs during the wine panel presentation and tasting. Tickets are on sale now at wallawallawine.com.
Stacy Lee, she's on your side. Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. If you're thinking of hitting a nice air-conditioned movie theater this hot holiday weekend, listen to this. That does sound nice. David Daniel notes what's new in theaters in our Hollywood Minute.
Prepare for a close encounter on the big screen. Columbia Pictures is celebrating its 100th anniversary by re-releasing Steven Spielberg's director's cut of Close Encounters of the Third Kind. The science fiction classic, which won an Oscar for cinematography, returns to theaters on Sunday, July 7th and Wednesday, July 10th. Check fathomevents.com for locations and showtimes.
I'm unstoppable!
Despicable Me 4 is off to a strong start. The latest film in the franchise debuted Wednesday with an estimated $27 million in opening day ticket sales. Analysts are predicting a 5-day holiday weekend gross of $120 million. Meanwhile, the reigning champ, Inside Out 2, was expected to hit a milestone Thursday, reaching $500 million in domestic box office in just 21 days, the fastest of any animated film ever. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Check this out now. So spotting a mysterious neon green fluid is usually a cause for concern. And one place you really don't want to see that is the airport. No, not at all. Well, that's what travelers saw this 4th of July at Miami International Airport. Look at all of that green. It came out of the ceiling and pooled all over the floor. Now, the good news is officials say that creepy liquid isn't ectoplasm. It's just water. Yum, just kidding. It came from a broken pipe in the air conditioning system. The water had been dyed that color on purpose to make it easier to spot in case of a leak. That's what I would say if I messed up too. Just kidding. Staff had it all cleaned up by noon, and Miami's airport has many renovations planned, and now it has to add AC repairs to that list. Yeah, I would think so, and I think I would do that too. Yeah, it was meant to look like that. Yeah, I think it kind of looks cool, but it does look like something from like an alien movie or whatever. Yeah, I would be concerned though. If I was walking through the airport and I came across that. Yeah, I'd definitely be filming all of that. Yes, definitely. Well, coming up on Good Morning Northwest, the Reach Museum in Richland turns 10 years old. They have special exhibits this month for the community, and we'll tell you all about it in just a few minutes. Also, a shark on the Texas coast attacks 4 people on the 4th of July. We have how the victims are doing and how authorities are responding, and you can see that shark right there in the video. Ooh.
Enjoy bowling here at Triple Play, where fun is always in season. French fries are fun, which is always in season here at Triple Play. Speaking of fun, did you know it's always in season at Triple Play?
Dude, what's with dropping the tagline?
The marketing ladies wanted me to push it.
What did they offer you?
5 pizzas.
Gonna share, right?
Of course.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Oh, thanks.
When it comes to your health, timing is everything. Health First Urgent Care is your reliable healthcare solution, locally owned and operated, providing care to our community. With locations in Pasco and Richland, we're open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. No need to wait in long lines or rush to the ER for minor concerns. At Health First Urgent Care, we've got you covered with on-site x-rays and short wait times. Your health is our priority. Walk-ins are welcome. You can get the care you need when you need it. Health First Urgent Care, because your well-being comes first.
Navigating a real estate transaction can be overwhelming, from finding the right property to navigating the closing process. That's why a successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process, an in-house marketing team to maximize your home's exposure, transaction coordinators to ensure accuracy throughout the transaction, and a network of local industry experts. With Windermere on your side, you can have peace of mind and confidence in your real estate journey.
It's still the best time to save as the 4th of July sale continues this Friday at More Furniture. Get incredible values for every room in your home, all on sale. The looks you love are in stock and ready for delivery, just in time for summer entertaining. Visit your local showroom or browse all 4th of July sale products online at morefurniture.com. Only at More Furniture, where everyone buys furniture for less.
If your family is anything like this, you need quality floors from Empire today. Like durable carpet with built-in stain and pet protection. Tough wood laminate with a scratch-resistant finish. Or waterproof vinyl plank floors. Even bath time is no match. And when life happens, Empire backs every floor with great warranties. Quality floors you can count on. Save $350 on your next project. Call this special number now.
1-844-254-8536.
Save with Bi-Mart's latest digital savings guide on Bi-Mart.com or pick up a copy in store. Save $2 on an 18-pound bag of Royal Oak briquettes. Member price just $7.99. Find Bi-Mart quad chairs for just $8.99. Save on Ball, regular, or wide-mouth quart jars, now just $14.99. Plus find great membership pricing on beer, including Busch, Budweiser, Kona, and more. Online or in-store, membership saves more at employee-owned Bi-Mart.
Take off over a fun park. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, Yakima County's robust search and rescue team has had little funding to help support it. The Yakima County Commissioners have found a potential solution. Emily Goodell has that report. The Reach Museum in Richland turns 10 years old, and we have details on what special exhibits they're planning for the community this month. 4 people are injured after separate shark attacks on the Texas coast. Details coming up.
And we're continuing to track the progress of the Dorp Road fire this morning. Probably not going to be helped out by the heat. I'll show you how to stay safe in today's heat. It's going to be coming up right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. I'm Jill Sperling. It is Friday, July 5th. We hope you had a safe July 4th. And it's been hot July 4th. It's been hot this entire week. We'll check on how hot it's going to be this weekend with our Chief Meteorologist, Josh Colbreth. Josh, what can we expect as we're waking up this morning?
Yeah, well, some comfortable temperatures for this morning, but a little bit later today, we're going to be even hotter compared to the 4th of July. More on that in a second. But first, these temperatures, 50s and 60s for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. Also seeing 50s and 60s for the lower Columbia Basin. And it's the same thing for the foothills of the Blues. So maybe there's pockets of us that might need a very light jacket for this morning. But trust me, it is going to be a lot of t-shirt weather for today, as around 4 p.m. we'll be up around 100 degrees in the Tri-City. So for today, will be about 10 degrees above average for this time of the year, pretty close to 100 for the Kittitas Valley, the same thing for the Yakima Valley, and of course, we've already touched on that for the lower Columbia Basin. Here's how to stay safe in the heat for today. Of course, if you're going to take the furry friends out and walk, try to do that in the early morning hours. If the kids are going to be outside for today, be sure that you have plenty of water for them. And if you're going to be working outside for today, of course, have your own water, and be sure to take plenty of breaks in the shades, wear loose, light-fitting clothing, and then, loose-fitting clothing with light colors, and then for those vulnerable populations, especially for the elderly, check on them. And today's not even going to be close to the hottest day of this ordeal. I'll tell you just how hot we're going to be next week, coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Yakima County has identified a possible source of funding for the Sheriff's Office Search and Rescue Team, which relies on volunteers and donations.
Over the past 3 years, the county has collected $295,000 from the federal government for payment in lieu of taxes for public lands the county provides services for. The funds have a limited use, but could be put towards funding a part-time deputy to manage the search and rescue team, which the sheriff says is sorely needed, with 50 to 70 missions a year all across the state.
Some of those are very high profile, become a big deal, and we don't even have a line in our budget to support it. They literally live off of when we can find somebody to shove their way or donations.
Commissioners have agreed to move forward with a public hearing, which is a requirement to use those funds. Now it's unclear when that'll be happening, but we will keep you updated.
In community news this month, the Reach Museum in Richland is celebrating its 10th anniversary. The museum is hosting a variety of activities for kids and adults that includes free admission days for Tri-Cities residents. And the first of the free days is coming up Tuesday.
A new 10th anniversary exhibit opens tomorrow. It features the groundbreaking grand opening and a glimpse at the Reach Museum's STEAM Education Center building expansion. This exhibit will be open until mid-October.
Also coming up tomorrow, there will be a STEAM workshop on wetlands and rivers. You can learn about aquatic creatures and water quality testing or create art inspired by the wetlands. That's tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. We turn now to political news. President Joe Biden telling Democratic governors during a meeting at the White House to stop scheduling events after 8 p.m. so that he can get more sleep.
This is according to 3 sources briefed on his comments. This comes as the 81-year-old Biden sought to reassure more than 20 state leaders about his ability to beat former President Donald Trump in November's election. After Biden's poor performance during the presidential debate last week, some Democrats have begun to call for him to drop out of the race.
You got me, man. I'm not going anywhere. All right.
This was in response to an attendee at the White House barbecue yesterday who said to the president, quote, "We need you." Biden told military service members and their families yesterday that he plans to stay in the race.
And President Joe Biden spoke with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu yesterday. They last spoke on May 6th. They talked about progress on the potential ceasefire in the war in Gaza and a potential hostage deal with Hamas. Sources say Vice President Kamala Harris was also on the half-hour telephone call.
Harris has joined Biden in speaking with the Israeli Prime Minister more than 20 times since the October 7th Hamas attack. A senior administration official says the framework for a ceasefire and hostage release agreement is in place, but the deal has not been finalized or assured. The leaders are expected to meet in Washington several weeks from now when Netanyahu visits to address Congress. Now across America, where multiple people are recovering after separate shark encounters in South Padre Island in Texas.
These happened yesterday on the 4th of July, and police believe the same shark was responsible for each incident. In one case, 2 teenage sisters were on boogie boards in knee-deep water near the shore when the shark suddenly pushed into one of them. The girls ran out of the water, and the mom of one of them said she could see blood running down her daughter's leg. A few of the shark's teeth scratched her leg, and they say the wound is minor and not deep.
2 men were also taken to the hospital after the shark encounters in the same area. One of them was grazed, another was injured trying to fend off the shark. So in total, there are 4 victims, again believed to be the same shark. Experts say that behavior is consistent with how sharks hunt. They say all the victims will be okay. In response, authorities are patrolling up and down the beach with helicopters, boats, vehicles, and also drones. And they're also telling crowds to stay out of the water.
Up next on Good Morning Northwest, there were many events that took place for the 4th.
When we come back, we look at the celebration that Pasco put on. Keep it here. We'll be right back.
Good Morning Northwest streams all day at AppleValleyNewsNow.com and our mobile apps.
Dishwasher on the fritz. Laundry. Giving you fits. A water heater that quits. In a world without Culligan, hard water makes life harder. Get a Culligan softener, the world's best. Put your water worries to rest.
Next live, Mary Lou Henner. Plus, we wrap up Festive Fourth Week.
Liquid Smoke. Liquid Smoke was my nickname in high school. No.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything
From
out.
design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
It's the big 4th of July sale this week at Walker's.
With big discounts on all your favorite name brand furniture items. Or pay for it over time with no money down and no interest financing for up to 5 years.
This week at Walker's.
The savings continue at Cascade Farm and Outdoor with our latest mailer. Save big on your summer activities. Lifetime Tamarack Angler kayaks are $50 off, now just $279.99. Coleman Triton camping stoves are $44.99. Plus, keep it all cool with a Titan deep freeze cooler and save $40. Find our latest mailer online or pick one up in-store today at Cascade Farm and Outdoor. Northwest. Homegrown. Honest values.
With savings this explosive, the extended 4th of July sale at Furniture Row is resulting in some very interesting reactions.
So that's $300 off the dining set and $800 off the sectional.
Dude. With over $500 off the bedroom and $200 off the mattress, you are saving $700 today.
Whoa! Plus, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, and 5 years, no interest. When you save this much, you'll be seeing fireworks too. But hurry, the extended 4th of July sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Are workplace injuries slowing your company down? Trust Health First Urgent Care for comprehensive occupational medicine services. Our providers are trained to diagnose and treat work-related injuries, getting your employees back to work. We also offer DOT physicals. Our expert team assesses everything from blood pressure to past medical history and even drug screenings. We work directly with employers to keep businesses running and employees safe and healthy on the job. Health First Urgent Care. We are your trusted ally for workplace wellness.
Hi, meet Apple Valley News Now's Chief Meteorologist, Josh Colbreth.
Thanks, Stacy. It's great to be here.
Josh knows the Northwest and Northwest weather.
That's right. I worked in Medford over the past 3 years, and now I'm very happy to be forecasting here on Good Morning Northwest. I'll help you and your family get out the door and prepare for what's next.
Stacey Lee evenings, Josh Colbreth mornings. We're Apple Valley News Now. First alert weather, always on your side.
Breaking news, we have an update on the Thorpe Road fire in Moxie.
Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth joins us now and has that update. Josh, what have we learned?
Yeah, we have new level 3 evacuations. First, I want to show you the evacuations that we already had in place. Thorpe Road and Birchfield Road. Birchfield Road straight across Rattlesnake Ridge to Yakima Valley Highway, Yakima Valley Highway and I-182 to Thorpe Road, and then Thorpe Road to Birchfield Road. So those are already in place. Here are the new ones. Birchfield Road to Gamache Road, I might be pronouncing that wrong, Gamache Road to Foucher Road to Kanawak Pass Road to Yakima Valley Highway, and Yakima Valley Highway to Interstate 82 and Burke Road. So we'll have all of these listed online at applevalleynewsnow.com. But again, this is a level 3 go now evacuation. Your life is in jeopardy.
Josh, in community news now, well, there were many events that took place for the 4th of July. And for more than 6 decades, the city of Pasco has hosted a 4th of July celebration for our region.
It all started with the annual parade yesterday, and despite the hot weather, folks were still feeling patriotic.
You've been watching this parade for 5 years. Talk a little bit about that.
So I come outside and I watch it every year. It starts at about 10 a.m. It's really nice because you get to see all the different businesses and all the different groups that come together in the community that kind of feature themselves through this parade. So it's super nice just to see all the different things that you don't get to see otherwise.
What's your favorite part so far?
The horses!
The horses! All right, there they are.
You having fun?
Yeah. What's your favorite part so far? I'm gonna guess. Is it the popsicle? So you came out decked out because you knew it was gonna be hot today. Is it keeping you cool?
Not really. It's like there's not enough wind to keep the air circulating. So.
But the effort was good.
The effort was good.
So I grew up on 8th and Sylvester, so we've seen the parade my whole life, and now I brought my little ones here today to do the same thing and enjoy the 4th.
It's hot, right? We're going to experience our first heat wave
Definitely.
of the year this weekend. But some people that are in the parade, they're giving out
popsicles and water. Yeah, that's new.
That.
Honestly, when we were kids, we didn't have that. So I think it's cool that they're thoughtful to cool us down and cool the little ones down during this hot time for sure.
Yesterday we had a poll on our website, and it was regarding how patriotic are you? Are you more patriotic or less patriotic? What is your thought this year?
I've been selling fireworks since I was 8 years old, so I'm patriotic.
Reporting for Apple Valley News Now's Good Morning Northwest, I'm Austin Reed.
And the fun didn't end there. After the parade, the city hosted the 9th annual Cardboard Regatta, the Camp Patriot Fun Run, the Shine Car Show, and of course the fireworks show at Giza Stadium. And don't go anywhere. Many weekend events are happening, and you're probably wondering how hot it'll be.
Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth has the answers in your First Alert full forecast when we come back.
The extended 4th of July sale at Furniture Row is on now, and the savings are explosive. Best of all, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, plus 5 years, no interest financing. But hurry, the extended 4th of July sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Are you suffering from stomach pain, a sprained ankle, or does your child have cold or flu-like symptoms? When sudden illness or minor injuries occur, Astria Rapid Care is here for you. Our providers can see you right away with no appointment necessary. Astria Rapid Care is the place for minor emergencies, sprains, cuts, and more, with convenient locations in Prosser, Sunnyside, and Toppenish. Astria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
Let Quantum Legal protect you and be your champion on the legal battleground. Whether it's a fight for justice in the face of criminal accusations, personal injury claims, or workplace accidents, Quantum Legal is your unwavering ally. An aggressive offense is your greatest defense. Quantum Legal is the sword and shield you've been seeking. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
If you would like to improve your sleep for less, then right now is the perfect time to visit Walker's Furniture for their 4th of July savings event, where you can get no money down and no interest financing for up to 5 years this week at Walker's.
It's 1,000 miles from here. Our open southern border is costing us billions and bringing deadly drugs into our communities. The rich are doing just fine, but working families are struggling. I'm Tiffany Smiley, and I approve this message because even though the political establishment told me to wait my turn, I'm running for Congress now to secure the border and lower the cost of living because Washington families can't afford to wait any longer.
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Apple Valley News Now, recently honored by the Society of Professional Journalists with first place awards for general excellence, breaking news, health reporting, and video series. We all like awards, but our mission is to serve you with news that gets results. We are Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Shop and save during the extended 4th of July sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or check out the Summit, just $299.99. Plus 5 years no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the extended 4th of July sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Stacy Lee, she's on your side. Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Right now you're taking a look at some of the smoke billowing up over at Tandem Ridge in Yakima, more so in Moxie, as we do have, again, the Thorpe Road fire that has prompted level 3 evacuations. Those are updated, and they should be updated at applevalley.newsnow.com. We'll update those again at the end of the show. Right now we're in the 50s and 60s for Yakima and Kittitas. The Yakima and Kittitas valleys were in the 50s and 60s for the lower Columbia Basin, and then low to mid 60s for the foothills of the Blues. A little bit later today, we're going to be up around 100 degrees for a lot of spots, 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. We'll be a little bit cooler than that for the foothills of the Blues with temperatures in the mid 90s, but we'll also have winds gusting out of the north and west upwards of 30 miles per hour in the Kittitas Valley, and that can make the fire situation that much more dangerous, as we are going with another first alert high impact fire day for today, as the fire fuel energy in terms of historical percentiles, it's going to be up into the 81st percentile for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, also for those counties. And then for the lower Columbia Basin, will be into the 75th percentile. For the Blue Mountains, into the 78th percentile. So if you're thinking about reaching for the fireworks, go ahead and pull that hand back, because that is a very bad idea, really underscored by the level 3 evacuations we have right now. Okay, for tonight, skies will be clear, turning much milder. We'll be in the 60s for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. Will also be in the 60s for the lower Columbia Basin and mid 60s for the foothills of the Blues. Winds will gust out of the north and west between 20 to 25 miles per hour. They'll spill over from the Kittitas Valley into the Yakima Valley. Tomorrow is going to be essentially just as hot, still about 10 degrees above average, but then we get much hotter with the heat wave likely peaking in intensity for Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll be up around a 110 for Tuesday, about 20 degrees above average for this time of the year. Very dangerous stuff, which is why the National Weather Service in Pendleton has gone with this excessive heat warning and this heat advisory for essentially the entirety of the viewing area. This goes from noon today to 10 p.m. next Thursday, so this is going to be a week-long ordeal. And as we start to get into some of that hotter weather into the beginning of next week, we're going to transition from first alert high impact fire days, which we'll have for today, tomorrow, and Sunday. That'll eventually transition to first alert extreme impact fire days. And that would be for Kittitas and Yakima counties, also for the Blue Mountains. Take a look at some of these fire fuel energy statistics up into the 99th percentile if you look at history, and then also up into the 99th percentile for the Blue Mountains. Very dangerous stuff, not only in regards to fire weather, but also certainly in regards to heat. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Cascades. We'll reach 90 degrees by Tuesday, even in the mountains. And then for the Kittitas Valley, triple digits from Sunday through Wednesday. For the Yakima Valley, we'll have 7 days straight of triple digits. And then for the lower Columbia Basin, we'll be near 110 for Tuesday. Also 7 days straight of temperatures reaching 100 degrees at least. For the foothills of the Blues, we'll have triple digits from Monday through Wednesday, and lows not even making it below 70 degrees for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That can be pretty dangerous as well. And then for the Blue Mountains, be near 90 for Tuesday. Fuel's almost completely drying out, and that's going to be a very dangerous setup for next week.
Thank you, Josh. And we'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast.
But first, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, a preview of the holiday deals that'll have you celebrating all weekend long. Big savings on appliances and homeware, and be sure to stock up on your summer favorites.
Some of the best deals right now for 4th of July are on your seasonal items. Think patio furniture, grills, and summer clothing.
And a new trend, financing deals. Many retailers offering 0% financing on big ticket items like cars and mattresses.
That actually could be a big way to save, because now you don't have to worry about paying interest if you put it on a credit card, and that can help you save paying it off over the course of a year or more.
And coming up at 7 a.m., a look into more deals and what items you may need to hold out on to get greater savings down the road. With your GMA First Look, I'm Becky Worley, ABC News, Oakland, California.
Type 2 diabetes? Discover the Ozempic Trizone. I got the power of 3. I lowered my A1C, CV risk, and lost some weight.
In studies, the majority of people reached an A1C under 7 and maintained it.
I'm under 7.
Ozempic lowers the risk of major cardiovascular events such as stroke, heart attack, or death in adults also with known heart disease.
I'm lowering my risk.
Adults lost up to 14 pounds.
I lost some weight.
Ozempic isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take Ozempic if you or your family ever had medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2 or if allergic to it. Stop Ozempic and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or an allergic reaction. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Gallbladder problems may occur. Tell your provider about vision problems or changes. Taking Ozempic with a sulfonylurea or insulin may increase low blood sugar risk. Side effects like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea may lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems. Living with type 2 diabetes?
Ask about the power of 3 with Ozempic.
Now, the morning sprint.
Welcome back. Time right now is 6:53.
We're going to get to your first alert forecast in a moment, but we begin with a look at this morning's top stories.
Starting off in the Moxie area, where a large fire has prompted level 3 go now evacuations. The evacuation order was recently expanded, and Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have that update in just a few minutes. A vegetation fire is threatening homes in the area of the Alps Trailer Park and Thorpe Road. Yakima Valley Emergency Management says the danger is high and people should leave their homes immediately.
The American Red Cross has opened an evacuation center in cooperation with Yakima Valley Emergency Management and the Union Gap School District. The center is located at the Union Gap School at 3201 South 4th Street in Union Gap.
Several fire crews responded to a house fire in Kennewick. Crews with the Kennewick Fire Department, Kennewick Police Department, and other agencies were called to the house on West 4th Avenue just after 10 p.m. A garage area and vegetation outside the home were on fire. Crews went to work putting out the blaze. It's unknown at this time how it started, but as crews were fighting the fire, the area was surrounded with people setting off fireworks. KPD shut down 4th Avenue for about an hour to allow crews to work, and the fire remains under investigation.
And in Franklin County, a home has been destroyed after a large fire happened overnight. The call for help came in just before 1 a.m. Fire agencies from Franklin County and Walla Walla County responded to the 4100 block of Melody Lane. Smoke and flames could be seen coming from the home. Fire crews remained on the scene for nearly 3 hours, putting out the fire and hot spots. The cause of the fire has not been confirmed, but we'll continue to update you once we get more information.
A crash involving 2 vehicles shut down an intersection in rural Benton County last night. The call for help came in just after 6 o'clock. It appears a truck and an SUV crashed at the intersection of East Sellards Road and South Travis Road. The SUV ended upside down in a field near the intersection, and the truck was left partially in the ditch and the roadway. Authorities at the scene say more information should be released sometime today. At this time, how many people were involved or injuries have not been confirmed, and authorities remained at the scene for several hours investigating. We'll update you with more information as soon as it's made available. And we'll check in now with Josh for a final look at your forecast this morning and also those new evacuations.
Yeah, we're gonna go over those one more time just for good measure. We just pushed those out through the app. A good reason to have the Apple Valley News Now app. We also posted these to the website. So here were the original level 3 evacuations: Thorpe Road and Birchfield Road. Birchfield Road straight across Rattlesnake Ridge to Yakima Valley Highway. Yakima Valley Highway and I-182 to Thorpe Road. Thorpe Road to Birchfield Road. Here are the new ones now: Birchfield Road to Gamache Road, Gamache Road to Foucher Road, Foucher Road to Conowalk Pass Road, Conowalk Pass Road to Yakima Valley Highway, Yakima Valley Highway to Interstate 82 and Burke Road. So again, this is a level 3 go now evacuation. You are mandated by law to leave as your life and property are at risk. Today is going to be another first alert high impact fire day, and we'll have one again for Saturday and Sunday as we will turn very hot. We'll end up being near 100 degrees within a lot of our viewing area. More on that in a second. First, temperatures this morning, not feeling all that bad. 50s and 60s for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, 50s and 60s also for the lower Columbia Basin, and low to mid 60s for the foothills of the Blues. Here we go, a little bit later today, near triple digits for the Kittitas Valley, Yakima Valley, and for the lower Columbia Basin, about 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. Will be just about as hot for Saturday. And then the heat only compounds after that, up around 110 for Tuesday. So it is going to be a very dangerous week ahead of us. We do have several excessive heat warnings and heat advisories in place for the viewing area. This goes from 12 p.m. today to 10 p.m. on Thursday. So it's going to be a week-long ordeal. And with the hotter temperatures, that means that fuels are going to turn even drier. We're going with a first alert extreme impact fire day for Monday and Tuesday in Kittitas and Yakima counties, also for the Blue Mountains. So please, please, please be safe out there in regards to heat and fire.
Thank you, Josh, and thank you for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. GMA is next.
Your local news is back tonight at 5, and you can always find the latest updates on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Have a great weekend.